Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is March 17th, 2022. Hey, the title's in green because, well, not only is it St. Patrick's Day, but of course, it is my birthday, so happy birthday to myself. And of course, thank you for watching. That's a nice present in itself. Leave a comment too, that's always nice. Always love to see those comments. Anyways, let's get on with the news. There's not too much to talk about. I don't know about that. But anyways, it's not that long, which is great for me. Hopefully you are enjoying the collab. It is, of course, active with the second part of the Kimetsu no Yaiba anime. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I haven't really gotten into it quite yet, but of course once Monster Strike Day comes around, that's when we'll go ham, I'm sure. Tonight is the debut of Akaza. If you want to take him on at his debut session, that's 7 p.m. Japan time. Kind of late, but you know, it's certainly fun to take him on with a fresh mind. His stage does not need any max luck monsters because any monster you bring will get plus 99 luck attached to them. So just bring your OP monsters, farm away to get him to luck 99. Speaking of Monster Strike Day, that is on the 20th this month. Well, it is every month, right? And you get the option to get a Tokudama, a Insta Transcend Shawl, 2 of them, a super level scroll, and if you have 3 or more of the lucky monsters this week, you can also pick up 2 Miracle Mins, which I have started to finally start using because that was just, you know, piling up and I wasn't using it, so why not? Also on Monster Strike Day is the opportunity to get some alternate strike shot voices for oh god, Ryugoku, right? And Tengen. Uzui, right? Uzui? I think so. It's difficult when it's, you know, when it's collab animes with difficult kanjis. Well, getting back on track, you can make sure you pick up the alternate strike shot voices. It is 5 luck a piece. They're only available on the 20th and 30th of each month. Of this month, sorry, not each month, this month. We also got an announcement that we are getting a brand new Insidious Chokyu Kyoku quest featuring Gyutaro and Daki in one. Right? Right? Sorry. It is a nice combination. I assume there's a good theme with them being together in the anime, so sounds like it is something that people will enjoy. It is like I said, a Chokyu Kyoku quest, which means you can also use the special item that we saw for Akaza's quest, right? Again, that if you forgot what it does, it gives you a boost of 20% on your attack and bump combo damage. You can pick it up through the missions, or once you get to level 15 through the missions, it is available for purchase via your medals. This combination quest debuts on March 20th, 7 p.m. Japan time. And how this quest works is not like a standard farming quest. You are playing it like a Treasure 9 quest. Once you clear that stage, you will get presented with the screen on the left, which has 9 possible positions that you can pick. One of those is a weak point. Pick one. If it's not a weak point, you will have to play the quest again, and you'll get an opportunity to pick from one of 8, one of 7, one of 6, until you finally hit the weak point. Once you hit the weak point, you'll be presented with the screen on the right, and you are done with that stage forever. So it's not too bad. It's definitely a luck of the draw. If you can hit that 11% rate, that's always nice. But what do you get as a result of hitting those rewards? Or sorry, hitting those weak points? You get the rewards on the left. If you hit a non-weak point, one of those 8 items, whether it's a Tokudama, a Miracle Min, or just a friend refresh item, one of those will be in your position. But once you hit the weak point, everything in that left panel is yours, including that big reward, which we will talk about in a second. In addition to hitting the weak point, you also get some nice good job stickers featuring Gyutaro and Daki there. And of course, I said I would talk about it later. Here it is. The other reward that you get for hitting the weak point is unlocking the alternate evolution form of Daki, which of Gyutaro. Sorry, this is on Gyutaro, which features Daki. And of course, they have different abilities, I believe, right? So the good thing here is that the alternate Evo form is switchable at any time without any items at all. So you don't have to get 2 Max Luck copies if you don't want to. You can just make sure you alternate them. You know, maybe you'll have a 1 luck one, and then you'll have a Max Luck one, and then you can switch so that you make sure your box can show that, you know, they're a viable creature for different stages. That's what I usually do. I don't usually double Max Luck. So that's one thing. We also got another event announced that there's going to be this, I guess, kind of this undercover thing going because I see some very familiar characters in an interesting disguise. We've got Tanko, Zenko, and Inoko, if I'm reading the kanjis correctly. Basically, every day you'll pick one of them to go undercover and get, you know, pilfer an item for you. It'll be random what they get, depending on the pool. We'll talk about the pool in a second. But you'll be able to do this every day, once a day, starting the 20th of March. This resets at midnight every day, right? Keep that in mind. It's midnight every day, not 4 a.m. So that is a little bit different in terms of resets. So be careful about that, especially for those of you in the States who had just done daylight savings, right? Remember, Japan does not observe daylight savings, so everything will seem to be an hour later than usual from our point of view. Now, once you go in and pick one of them, they'll get a random item, but you also get copies of that trio themselves. So Tanko, Zenko, Inoko, you'll be able to get in your box and use in the game as well. Now, let's talk about the rewards that you can get. If you pick Tanko in green, you'll be able to get one of 5 items. Each of them has a 20% chance of dropping. You've got the super level scroll. You also have one of each of the super type scrolls. And this is the specific type ones. Now, it is a random draw, so one of 5 will be in your possession if you happen to pick Tanko. Now, let's say you pick Zenko instead. You can get one of 6 items there. Note that the first 4 items have a 15% chance of showing up, and the 2 bells have a 20% chance of showing up. It's a little bit of a different weight, but I mean, in the long run of things, it's a pretty negligible difference, right? And then finally, we have Inoko there in blue. You can roll the dice for either an orb or a stamina min. That's a 50% chance of that. And so you'll get one of the items on the left, depending on which character you pick. And you'll also get 15 copies of the trio together, which you can use to try and max luck in your box. Now, I know some of you might be asking, which one should I go for, Scott? And the answer is, I don't know, to be honest. The scrolls definitely will have use in themselves. They probably have value of 1 orb worth, you know, to pick up, right? Being able to super type certain monsters is a good thing. But also take a look at how many, you know, scrolls you have in your, you know, bank. Are you actually using them? Remember, if you do pick these usually tend to have a expiration, you know, date. So you have to use it or lose it. And I know when we had, the Attack on Titans? You know, it was actually a difficult decision on some of those, right? So it is a roll of the dice. You can't pick which one of those scrolls you get, but it's an interesting prospect. And of course, if you're just starting out, you know, the items in the yellow column does have some good use, minus probably the souls. Everything else in there, you could get some good mileage out, right? And of course on the right, just, I mean, getting either stamina or orbs is honestly not that bad of an item to get. So I'm leaning towards blue, to be honest, but I might throw in a green here or there just because those scrolls are nice, especially if you can get, you know, the blast ones or the speed ones. Those are definitely big winners. Actually, with balance nowadays, that's not too bad anyway, so sorry, power. But the good thing to know about this is that the trio in this event is also going to function as a max luck monster during the duration of the collab. That puts 3, right? Don't forget that the 2 monsters you can get from the coin exchange you know, store, those 2 monsters also function as max lucks during the collab. So that is 3 different monsters. And in fact, if you shelled out the money for the paid pack, the beginner's pack, that's actually 4 monsters you can use that will function as max luck. So if you're just starting this game, you really have a good opportunity to have a decent, lineup of characters to help you out get started in this game. So definitely take advantage of that if you are starting out. Now, enough of the collab. Let's go to normal Monster Strike news. We have the alternate Abyss stages coming to 21 through 25. Those debut next week on March 23rd, noon Japan time. Of course, this is where things start to get a lot more difficult. So it'll be interesting to see if these alternate stages give you a good reason to try them out over what exists now. Because honestly, at this point, the viable monsters that you could have in your box gets reduced drastically. So if you can get a hit in those alternate stages, that might be the way to go from now on. I forget if it's 24 or 25 that I just absolutely hate and I can't deal with. So if it is one of those two stages, then I'm looking forward to see if there's any alternate options for me to try something else, because I've only cleared it once and I'm pretty sure I've abandoned it in the mid-high 20s and haven't really finished it because it's a pain in the butt. I hate it. Okay, anyways. The Transcension for this week is Shuri from the Okinawan region. She had a nice dialect going that's very unique to Okinawa. Her skills look like the following. We've got a Pierce Blast type. She is also having Null Gravity Barrier, Minesweeper M, Ajin Samurai Slayer, which is Demi-Hume and Samurai. That is a Slayer M level. That's all on the main. Gauge is Super Null Warp and Strike Shot Turn Reducer. Strike Shot is a 12+8 defense down to all enemies touched, and that is for a set amount of turns. Bump combo is a Wood Pierce Fan Spread 10 and a Light Reflecting Shockwave 12. I do believe it said that the Pierce Fan Spread was 10. 10 was new. That's always nice to see. We'll be able to see how much destruction that can do, because you can see that it is tied to the Ajin and Samurai Slayers, which do show up quite often in games. So having that on the main with the Slayer M on the bump combos, always good to see. And unfortunately, she doesn't have any of the newer gimmicks. Definitely all classic here, but 3 of them is not bad, especially with one of them being super. So we'll see where she can shine in the world of Monster Strike. Transcension Kai is Guanyu, and of course, if you're a fan of Sangokushi, you're probably unhappy with how the game has treated with Guanyu. He was quickly, relegated to the dugout and just sit there. Not really much use. I think there was maybe one stage where he had the limelight, but he fell off of that pretty quickly. But here's his stats in the Transcension Kai. We've got Null Speed Down Wall, Counter Slayer, Super Strike Shot Turn Axel, and then on the gauge we've got Vital Killer and Inner Strength. Connect Skill, Super Null Damage Wall, and Null Warp. The requirements for that is 1 or more different sling type than self, or a total of 100 luck, which is great to see. That is a real easy requirement. Now, of course, you may have some reservations, like there are going to be some stages where you only want bounce types, right? So bringing a Pierce type, is that going to be good? But if you're going to bring Guanyu, getting 2 nulls in there with one of them super, that's probably worth it. And not only do you get 2 of the classics on the connect, you also have, one of the newer ones with Speed Down Wall and Counter Slayer on the main. We also have a Vital Slayer when it's his turn to gather that, as well as Inner Strength. So I see a lot of opportunities with Guanyu on paper here, which is interesting. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. Let's see. Strike Shot is a 20+8 speed and power up, and he will additionally power up for every monster he kills, which is going to be, jives well with the fact that he is a super speed type. Now, of course, you can dock off a few points because it's a bounce type. You probably want a Pierce type instead. Bounce type, you always have the worry of getting pinned somewhere. But definitely a nice Strike Shot, I think. Bump combo is a water all enemy lock on laser EL along with a Chozetsu blast. So there you go. I think Guanyu has a chance to get out of the cellar, but we'll see. And that is it for today. The next Monster Strike news will be on March 24th, which is the same time as usual next week. And of course, here are next week's lucky monsters. Thankfully, I think I had all 4 from last week, so I am good without even having to think about what's coming next. But for sure, I got that purple dark monster, collab monster on the bottom right. So good. All right. Well, that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. Like I said, coming up. Actually, I don't know. Did I say it? Coming up later today, you should be able to see my gacha video for the collab, and I will probably try to schedule some kind of live stream so we can play something together. Actually, thinking about it, you know, based on my schedule, maybe I won't be able to stream anything today on my birthday, but maybe Friday I'll be able to schedule that. And so probably, you know, I've been thinking probably on Friday I'll schedule something so that we can do an event together. I do have those tickets of, there was some kind of event in Japan that I was able to go to back before the pandemic happened, which means it's pretty old. But it was a special quest that you could only get by going to a store, I think. And I should have enough runs that we could, you know, just play around with it with everybody. Yeah, I'll probably host that. We can probably do some temple runs, or maybe we'll farm coins. I don't know, but I'll probably have some event Friday, and I'll put something on the schedule so we can all enjoy some time together, which I haven't really done a live stream in a while, so that should be nice. Alright, well, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. You know what, just do it. It's my birthday, right? Give me a like. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Comment below. Love to see some comments from you guys. If you haven't already, Monst, you can see all of the slides. Those are already uploaded to review what happened in the last news, and of course join us in the Discord channel so you can talk with other folks and maybe enjoy the collab with other people who speak English and love the game as well. And that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and until next time.